In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 4th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Pepperdine versus Gonzaga. The Pepperdine Waves are set to embark on a journey to the state of Washington, where they will face off against the 24th-ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs in what marks the West Coast Conference opener for both teams on Thursday night. Currently standing at a 7-8 overall record, the Waves bring some momentum into this game with victories in their last 2 matchups. On the flip side, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, holding a 9-4 season record, experienced a setback, dropping to the 24th spot in the top 25 rankings after a recent home loss to San Diego State. As the West Coast Conference competition kicks off, Gonzaga will play host to Pepperdine on Thursday night. Despite facing their 4th loss of the season, the Zags have showcased resilience, bouncing back convincingly after each defeat. Impressively, Gonzaga secures wins by an average margin of 27 points per game following losses. This trend is poised to continue, especially considering Pepperdine's defensive struggles. The Waves allow a 53.1% effective field goal percentage, ranking 291st nationally, and exhibit vulnerability in transition defense, conceding a 63.6% effective field goal percentage in such situations, placing them in the bottom 12 nationally. Offensively, Pepperdine faces challenges with an adjusted efficiency outside the top 200, marked by turnovers and inconsistency from the free throw line, a troublesome recipe against Gonzaga's potent scoring. Gonzaga's offensive performance has seen fluctuations this season, but they have consistently dispatched teams with inferior defensive capabilities, akin to Pepperdine. Facing opponents outside the top 200 in defensive efficiency and effective field goal percentage, the Bulldogs have secured double-digit victories, with 3 of them by at least 24 points. Pepperdine's recent road struggles, suffering losses exceeding 20 points, align with Gonzaga's historical dominance, having won by at least 20 points in 3 consecutive home games against the Waves. KenPom.com sheds light on the efficiency rankings, positioning Gonzaga at 29th overall with the 26th ranked defense and 38th ranked defense. In contrast, Pepperdine lags behind at 219th overall with the 209th ranked defense and 220th ranked defense. This stark contrast in efficiency emphasizes Gonzaga's superiority, leading to the expectation that they should cover the spread. The key offensive matchup favors Gonzaga, given Pepperdine's defensive struggles, ranking 330th in opposing field goal percentage and 296th in opposing three-point percentage, with Gonzaga's proficiency in field goal shooting ranking 33rd. This aspect is likely to be pivotal throughout the game. Defensively, Gonzaga holds the advantage, ranking 33rd in opposing field goal percentage and 76th in opposing three-point percentage, as opposed to Pepperdine's 178th and 101st rankings in those categories on offense. The Bulldogs are poised to stifle Pepperdine defensively and build a significant scoring differential. Thursday night appears ominous for Pepperdine, facing a formidable Gonzaga team that, despite not reaching its previous heights, has consistently dominated the Waves in recent years. Pepperdine's defensive shortcomings come to the forefront, creating a challenging scenario for them in this matchup. The opening line of 20.5 has since moved to 21.5, indicating sharp action favoring Gonzaga. Given Gonzaga's overall superiority, especially on their home court, it is anticipated that they will capitalize on this advantage, so the Gonzaga Bulldogs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total initially set at 154.5 has seen a shift to 156.5, suggesting sharp action on the over. Assessing the game's total involves considering the pace of play for both teams. Pepperdine, ranking 191st in adjusted tempo, faces Gonzaga, positioned 72nd in the same metric. While the Waves don't excel in tempo, the Bulldogs, playing at home against a weaker opponent, are likely to control the game's pace. Gonzaga's proficiency in field goal percentage, hitting at around 50%, 40% contrasts with Pepperdine's defensive struggles, allowing opponents to shoot approximately 45%. This sets the stage for Gonzaga to accumulate points efficiently in their possessions. Despite Pepperdine's modest offensive statistics, averaging around 72 points per game, and Gonzaga's defensive allowance of about 68 points per game, the Waves should contribute at least 70 points to the game. Trends also favor the over, with Gonzaga surpassing the total in their past 2 games, and 7 of their last 10 matchups against Pepperdine resulting in an over. Consequently, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Colorado versus Arizona. The highly anticipated conference showdown between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona Wildcats is set to unfold on Thursday evening. In their previous clash, the Buffaloes secured a notable home victory against Washington State, adding to their impressive record. However, the Wildcats faced a setback as they were stunned by Stanford on a recent Sunday. It's worth noting that Arizona emerged victorious with a 78-68 home win against Colorado in their sole meeting last season. Known for their resilience, the Colorado Buffaloes have proven to be a formidable force, suffering only 2 losses, one of which occurred in overtime. Their current winning streak of 6 games, including victories in the first 2 Pac-12 games, underscores their dominance. On the flip side, Arizona seems to have cooled down, experiencing defeats in 2 of their last 3 games, including the unexpected loss to Stanford. Beyond their impressive win-loss record, the Buffaloes boast a remarkable offensive performance, shooting at an impressive 51.8% for the season, compared to Arizona's 49.5%. Defensively, Colorado has shown strength by limiting opponents to 95 points per 100 possessions, while Arizona concedes an average of 92 points per 100 possessions. This sets the stage for an intriguing matchup between the Buffaloes' scoring prowess and the Wildcats' offensive efficiency. While Arizona possesses one of the nation's most efficient offenses, they are set to face a Colorado team with a strong presence in the paint and successful near-the-rim plays. Additionally, the Wildcats have struggled in defending the perimeter, and considering Colorado's 40% success rate from downtown, the Buffaloes are likely to exploit this vulnerability. Colorado's effective rebounding, particularly in preventing second chance points, further enhances their defensive strategy against Arizona. Arizona, coming off a humbling defeat by Stanford in 2023, is expected to bounce back, but they will face a determined Colorado team that enters the matchup with confidence after a 5-game winning streak. Arizona's defensive challenges, evident in a recent game where they conceded 100 points, may pose difficulties against Colorado's average of 84 points per game. The Buffaloes are well positioned to capitalize on Arizona's defensive struggles. In the midst of a 6-game trading trend, Arizona may face a tough challenge at home, with the Buffaloes poised to deliver a competitive performance and potentially secure a victory. Considering Colorado's offensive strength, there's a strong possibility that they will not only keep the game close but also have a shot at winning outright. Thus, the Colorado Buffaloes to cover the spread as underdogs emerges as our full game side pick. Both the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona Wildcats showcase efficient offenses, maintaining a rapid pace of play. Colorado's impressive 11-2 record and number 19 national ranking in points per game highlight their offensive prowess. In comparison, Arizona, with a 10-3 record, holds the number 2 spot nationally, averaging 92.3 points per game this season. According to KenPom, Colorado ranks number 29 in adjusted offensive efficiency, while Arizona holds the number 7 spot. The anticipated fast-paced game between these two teams, with Colorado ranking number 89 in adjusted tempo and number 74 in average offensive possession length, and Arizona ranking number 4 in adjusted tempo and number 8 in average offensive possession length, promises an exciting matchup that favors a higher scoring outcome. The tempo is expected to be a key factor, given Arizona's standing as the 4th fastest team in adjusted tempo nationally, and Colorado's inclination to play at a fast pace. Both teams have demonstrated success near the basket, translating into a significant portion of their scoring. This strategic approach often leads to free throws, an area where Colorado excels as one of the best free throw shooting teams in the nation, while Arizona also ranks within the top 100. Both teams boast elite offensive capabilities, with Colorado frequently reaching the 90-point mark in several games, showcasing a remarkable 40.8% success rate from three-point range. range. This proficiency becomes crucial when considering Arizona's comparative weakness, as they are ranked 260th in three-point defense. Arizona, currently ranking 7th nationally in adjusted offensive efficiency, consistently scores above 82 points in 9 of their last 10 games against quality opponents, including notable performances against Wisconsin and California. With a 4-1 record favoring the over in the Wildcats' last 5 games, the stage is set for a high-scoring affair. This game's total has the makings of a shootout, and both teams are likely to surpass the 80-point mark, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Utah versus Arizona State. In the upcoming Pac-12 showdown, two formidable teams boasting a 2-0 record, Arizona State and Utah, are set to clash in the sun-drenched desert as the hosts. Utah enters the contest riding an impressive 8-game winning streak, marked by a recent thrilling performance. With an overall record of 11-2, they stand among the top 4 teams in the Pac-12 without a single conference loss. Contrastingly, Arizona State faced a 3-game losing streak before regaining momentum with back-to-back victories. Currently holding an 8-5 record, the Sun Devils managed to secure both recent wins within the Pac-12. Despite the Suns' apparent defensive prowess, containing Utah's formidable offensive force, especially the potent presence of Brandon Carlson in the paint, may prove to be a challenging task. While Arizona State displays resilience with an undefeated streak of 6 consecutive home outings, Utah's offensive prowess could pose a significant challenge. The Utes' offensive statistics rank them among the nation's best, making 8.5 three-pointers per game at a 38.9% accuracy and delivering 18.2 assists each night. This offensive strength, combined with a solid defense, positions Utah as a formidable opponent, likely to hand the Sun Devils their first conference loss in the 2023-2024 season. Examining the team's recent performances, Utah's 2 victories in conference play came against teams with winning records, whereas Arizona State's wins were against teams below .500. The Utes, known for their high-scoring games, are coming off a close encounter where they scored 95 points but also allowed 90 points. In contrast, Arizona State faced a less competitive opponent, Cal, in their last defensive showcase. The Utes' balanced lineup, featuring 2 significant inside players, might tip the scales in their favor. Despite Arizona State having home court advantage, their struggles against stronger opponents and offensive inefficiencies could be their downfall. Utah's solid defense, an 8-game winning streak, and a successful track record in covering the spread make them a formidable force. Opting for Utah to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams in this Pac-12 clash exhibit a preference for an up-tempo style, averaging 72.2 possessions per 40 minutes, indicating an exciting matchup. However, anticipating a high-scoring affair might be premature, considering both teams' defensive capabilities. Utah's recent defensive performances, holding opponents below 70 points in 4 of the last 5 games, align with the under-trend. Arizona State, too, has limited opponents to 69 or fewer points in 2 of their last 4 outings. Considering Arizona State's lower scoring tendencies and Utah's ability to score big while maintaining balance, the under on the projected total emerges as a strategic choice. Utah's proficiency in both inside and outside games, coupled with their effective shooting, doesn't necessarily translate to a high point total. Arizona State's deliberate pace and struggles to score may contribute to a lower scoring affair. The defensive prowess, coupled with the historical trend of unders in their encounters, strengthens the case for choosing the under on the total. Therefore, under the projected total stands out as our preferred full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.